Shalom. Shalom Yasharallah. This is Yeshaya. Quick car chronicle. I just wanted to talk about the law. And what do I want to say about the law? When you read the scriptures, the law is essential in many things. Some laws are mostly to distinguish us from the heathen. Some laws are actually for our better health. You know, the dietary law specifically is for our better health, right? The laws on not being a damn sodomite is for better health and also to set us apart. You know, then you got laws like you know, not to shave off your beard and things like that. Those laws are part of what distinguishes us, because the heathens, you know, they don't grow their beards for the most part. And if you look at now across the world, most people shave their fucking beards. I be mad as hell when I be seeing some fucking basketball, football players with no fucking beard. Like, yo, y'all are some of the supposed manliest motherfuckers there is. You know? And then when I see a sodomite with a beard, that shit pisses me off to no end too. Fuck are you trying to look like me for? You know, so, but overall, you know, when the scriptures say that the law has dominion over a man as long as he liveth, it's not that the law has, you know, because the problem with Israel is we got to the point where we wanted to kill everything that made a mistake or broke a law without exception. And the problem is, the exception was the people who had it in their hands to kill people. They wasn't keeping the law the way they should. And we lost the purpose of the law. The purpose of the law is to govern mankind, so that we don't do wrong things, so that we don't, you know, we don't undistinguish ourselves from the heathen. We have to distinguish ourselves from the heathen. And also for our well-being. Because like I said, that's why you have the dietary law. And you know, these laws that govern the way we're supposed to live our lives, we don't keep the law for the law. A lot of people think that we just keep the law just because, oh well, it's a law. If you don't do this, you're gonna die. Right? But you don't get the point of keeping it. You just keep it mindlessly. And it's okay if you just keep it mindlessly. But if you're the one that has the axe in his hand ready to cut somebody's head off, you know, because they did something wrong on the Sabbath, you know, or you're more about the custom of the law, you're not really keeping it and understanding the reason for it, that's when you have problems. Because we're supposed to keep the law to better ourselves, not to keep the law. You know, and that's where, like I said, Israel became too concerned with the wrong reason to keep the law. And you know, it's normal for Israel. Israel goes overboard with everything, man. When you started seeing black and Latino men breaking their wrists and start acting like start becoming sodomites, didn't they become the worst, the most blatant sodomites in the world? It's the same thing. Things ain't changed. You know, things ain't changed, and things are not likely to change. You know, but yeah, the video is to you know, get an understanding on why the law. Why do we keep the law? Why do we have such an emphasis on the law? And it's not like brothers think, oh, it's just to keep the law. No, it's because keeping the law keeps us orderly. It keeps us orderly. It keeps us doing things the right way. And it keeps us healthy. Not keeping the law is what's gonna, you know, lead to the destruction of a lot of our people. But keeping the law is very important and imperative when you look at Israel's history. Now that I'm stationary, I can pull a scripture. Alright. So, Romans 7:1. I think I'm nice in the shade. Let's see. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law. So first and foremost, he's speaking to them. Do the heathens know the law? Why would the heathens know the law? Why would the other nations and Gentiles know the law? So obviously this is talking to Israelites who know the law. How that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth. Now, we had living examples back then as to how bad you can become without the law. We had the Northern Kingdom, my people. We went all the way to fuck off. It says, for the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. Now this is a double meaning. Because Israel is that woman that's bound to her husband. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. Our proverbial husband is not dead. So we're not loose from that law. So then if, while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law. So that she is no adulteress, though she is married to another man. Wherefore, my brethren, ye also are become dead to the law by the body of Hamashiach Yahushai, that ye should be married to another, even to him who is raised from the dead, that we should bring forth fruit unto the Most High. For when we were in the flesh, the motions of sins, which were by the law, did not work in our members, to bring forth fruit unto death. So this is deep here. It says, for when we were in the flesh, right? We weren't in the spirit, we were in the flesh. The motions of sins, which were by the law, according to the law, these things are sins, did work in our members, in our body, to bring fruit unto death. But now we are delivered from the law, that being dead wherein we were held. So what's that talking about? We're not free from the law. We're not delivered from the law. We're delivered from the law in the sense that the death, when you're supposed to, the penalty basically of being, breaking the Sabbath or different things in the, being part of these different religions and stuff, but we got to get out of that. All right. It says that we should serve in newness of spirit and not in the oldness of the letter. Why does it differentiate the spirit from the letter? Because at the end of the day, we are spiritual beings, and the letter has the letter is not over us. The letter was written for us. And I'm gonna go, I'm gonna read Galatians 3:24. You know what? Let me go back to Galatians 3:21. Is the law then against the promises of the Most High? Because the law, according to the law, all of us need to die. I was baptized Catholic, so I'm supposed to be dead. My parents supposed to be dead. A lot of us supposed to be dead. Because at one point, no Israelite really, for the most part, was keeping the law. Very few. Most High forbid, for if there had been a law given which could have given life, verily righteousness should have been by the law. So in other words, what does that mean? The law is supposed to actually preserve life. When you keep the law, you preserve your life. But because people wasn't keeping the law, they were supposed to be put to death, and shit, after a while, you done killed everybody. It says, but the scripture hath concluded all under sin. So what that means is that the scriptures, according to the scriptures, we all sin. That the promise by faith of Hamashiach Yahushua might be given to them that believe. So now, instead of killing everybody, Yahushua brought forth a new law, which is still the same old law, but just not, you don't die. right away. You get grace. You get a chance to get it together. Because according to the law, shit, you sin, you die. But before faith came, we were kept under the law. So that's deep, because why faith had to come after the law? Why did it say before faith came? Because we already knew. Israel we were a people, we were a nation, we were keeping the laws, and then we started becoming partial with the laws and started doing our own thing. So now a people that has separated themselves and been alienated from the Most High, now having faith in the Most High is that powerful. Because if you're in a society that everybody's keeping the law, you're going to keep the law. But if you're not, you're going to likely falter in the law in a lot of ways. And also, when you still have faith in the administrator of the law, the Lord that gave that law, despite the fact that everybody in society sinning, the Most High recognizes that. Shut up unto the faith which should afterwards be revealed. So, before faith came, we were kept under the law. So how are we kept under the law? Because the law governed everybody, and if you fucked up on the law, you died. But like I said, it became about the law, and it didn't become about what the purpose of that law was. So, and it's going to be revealed in the end that those that have faith in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai are going to be saved. It says, wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto Hamashiach Yahushai, that we might be justified by faith. So now we're justified by faith. Do that mean that you don't keep the law? Hell no. Scriptures say, God forbid. You're still supposed to keep the law. It says, but after that faith has come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. What does that mean? We've graduated. Or, because do you go to school forever in life? You go to school for 13 years, up to 12th grade. And even after that, if you go to college, let's say, but are you studying and going to college to become a lifetime student? At some point you graduate. And that's where we're at here. Now, we haven't graduated because we've been such great students. We graduated just because we can't stay in that arrangement where if you break the law, you die. Originally breaking the law, being put to death for breaking the law, was a deterrent for other people breaking the law. Now they don't. So now we have to figure out, or the Lord figured out another way to justify us, because otherwise he'd have destroyed all of Israel. It says, for ye are all the children of the Most High by faith in Hamashiach Yahushua. So I want to conclude by saying, while we do have to keep the law, let's understand the reason for the law. Let's understand that it's supposed to govern us for our well-being, not just to keep the law. Because that's where Israel was going with it. Like I said, they didn't look at case-by-case situations. They didn't look at, okay, this woman, husband died, she's on her period, she's unclean, she's really supposed to be separated, but, her child was starving and she had to go buy something. Nobody was there to help her. So when you go into Yahushai, you still have to keep the law, but how about a brother in the faith, or another sister say, you know what, let me go do that for you. And that's it, stuff like that. How about we help each other keep the law, as opposed to hurt each other for not keeping the law, But that's just one example. But anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.